Hey guys, it's Georgie, and this game is on Cliff, and it is Rel2 versus Vilin. This is towards the end of Stage 2 of the current season of Clan Wars, and we got Iron, kind of coming down on the 1-2 line here. He's going to be the one calling this game. Cliff is a very fast-paced map, and you'll very frequently see very aggressive pushes like this on the 1-2 line and towards the 6-7 line as well, and that's what you'll see Vilin is doing here. So you've got Urn and Zombie on the hill there. Urn does need to be careful. The 13105 is a really, really good tank for that position, and the Sheridan's a bit of a hard counter that Vilin's put there as a way of trying to counter out any light tanks that are going up there. The Sheridan has that a really, really good kind of counter scout tank. Now Vilin is pushing really, really aggressively into the middle, which is what they need to do, because right now they are in a bit of a crossfire. You'll see that these kind of Russian mediums on this corner are looking to support the IS-7s in this kind of area, that G kind of 6-7 area where they're trying to just be anchors. Now the big thing you can see is Vilin's doing the absolute smart thing here. They're pushing this in, and it looks like they also had some 50Bs that were kind of sitting back that they've now pushed up. Now these 50Bs got really badly crossfired and dumped on just because the Sturv, they were trying to time this with these V4s kind of coming in, and they just weren't able to be effective. There were just too many tanks down here, so the 50Bs end up dying. But the IS-7s kind of go down for Rel2 here, so that's a bit of an even trade. Rel2 does manage to pick up a V4 on this corner, though. Vilin's also now sending that tank out to kind of work out this Sturv. And the Sheridan has managed to beat Urn for the top of that hill. It's not too bad, though, given the situation of this game, because probably the most important play right now is happening with this Sturv. He's come up through the one line with those 50Bs pushing in and all of the other tanks spotted. It was known that it was clear, so the Sturv could push up freely. That's going to spot this T-92, the Arty. It's going to go down. And now this Sturv is going to be in a really good position to put cap pressure on. The Sturv has some rather obscene camo values. And what Rel2 can do now is set up to farm anything of Vilin's that kind of comes back to try to spot that out. So you're going to see this Sturv get on cap. And now the pressure is squarely on Vilin. They need to do something to reset that cap. The goal isn't, again, so much to cap out as it is, Rel2 will win this game in a minute and 30 if Vilin doesn't do something. So they have to push in, they have to be aggressive. And Rel2 can kind of just pre-aim those corners that they're going to be on and punish them for that aggression. Now, Rel2 is being pretty smart about this. They're being a little passive as this Sturv kind of racks up its cap pressure. And they're starting to pick off tanks. Rel2 also has an Arty in that GWE, and the T-92 of Vilin has gone down, which means a slow play does benefit Rel2 right now. So Rel2 is going to start this push out along this side to keep, just trying to start to push out here because it's kind of reached that halfway point on the cap. And a lot of these tanks on Vilin's team are nice and low and one-shot. And they want to start working on picking those off so that Vilin can't YOLO back to try to get those resets. They're stuck trying to engage these Rel2 tanks, and as you can see, now it's down to 20 seconds. They're still stuck in this engagement. There's no real way for them to get anything back to get those resets. And even without those resets, Rel2 is winning this game. They have better positions right now. The Arty is still alive. And it's just a matter of letting that cap come out, and that is the game. GG, and that's it for this one.